loves it.
Some changes here and there from what he made the top 8 with. For example, you'll find 2 copies of Secure the Waste, a card he did not have last weekend. So he's trying out some new things, seeing how things do line up. He wrote about that this week on the Star City Games premium side. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I recommend that you do, as we are underway here in round number 7. Anderson will start off with a Temple of Triumph. Tanner started off with a Temple of Abandon.
More notably here from Todd, 0 copies of Goblin Rabble Master in the deck. They are gone.
Tanner with just a Wooded Foothills and a passing of the turn. A lot of players I've talked to have really felt that Goblin Rabble Master isn't as good as it used to be, and people are actually getting away from it. It certainly has to do a lot with the influx of Wild Slash in the format.
The metagame has gotten a lot more hostile, that's for sure. And this Jeskai deck is looking to cut 3s in general, in my opinion, because there's just so many 3-drops in the deck. So something's got to give.
Tanner is not off to a fast start. He just has a Forest, a Wooded Foothills, and a Temple of Abandon. Anderson over here with Mystic Monastery and a Temple of Triumph does have a Flooded Strand that he can play, and he will, which means 3 goblins are on the way here for Todd. Tanner going to sacrifice as well here. Anderson's going to consult his hand, make sure he knows exactly what spell he wants, or excuse me, what land he wants to get. Either an island or a plains with his Flooded Strand. You saw Tanner search up a forest. So there's an island there for Anderson. Foiling Outburst has resolved. And Chaz will shuffle and present over to Todd. So some crazy shuffling action, a Boon Satyr on the end step.
Fetch lands.
They are a delight. Tanner will draw. And he's coming in. Rugged Highlands was the land, of course. Todd would like to double block. Draconic Roar is going to make that play look a little foolish. Thunderbreak Region is the reveal.
Yeah, Todd can go ahead and triple block in that spot, but then potentially Chaz says, okay, pass, and you lose all your tokens. So Todd going for the max greed play. Got stung a little bit here.
And there's Temple. Take a look at that top card, Will Anderson.
It's not necessarily just a misplay for the first reason I spoke of, and Todd also might be happy just saying, all right, well, that's Chaz's turn. No big deal.
He might be okay with that exchange. Now, one thing we know about Tanner's hand is that he does have Thunderbreak Region in hand. Here comes Boon Satyr yet again. Todd does have Raise the Alarm available. And he's going to cast that. So here come 2 soldier tokens. And maybe we'll see a double block here. We will. And that'll work out just fine. Boon Satyr will leave. Land number 5 for Tanner is a Temple of Abandon. Here's Thunderbreak Regent, passing the turn. Todd will draw.
And Todd just trying to get to a spot where the game is stable and they can deploy either Jeskai Ascendancy or Dragonlord Ojutai.
Yep. 1 main deck copy of Dragonlord Ojutai here for Anderson. As far as anticipated is concerned, he's got 3 of those this weekend. Card he liked a lot last weekend when playing this deck.
I mean, the deck has a lot of polarized, power level in various spots. Ascendancy can be a big deal or a bit of a miss. Treasure Cruise, same story. Raise the Alarm and Whirling Outburst. So the selection's nice, and cleaning up the curve a little bit is great as well.
Not sure what he wants to take. Looking at Stoke the Flames, the Secret of the Way, and a Treasure Cruise here is Anderson.
3 pretty attractive options.
They'll take you in very different directions, though.
Yeah.
Seeker looks to be the selection.
Todd's hand is so powerful that I would not have gone with the Treasure Cruise. Doesn't feel necessary. So it's between Seeker.
Thunderbreak Region at the top of the deck. Pass that turn back. Anderson at 13 right now. Temple Epiphany to draw.
And this might be the swing turn here.
There's a Seeker.
So Seeker plus Stoke. Make a proactive play. Stabilize the game a little bit. Put a lot of pressure on Chaz to be able to kill the Seeker, or else Todd's going to be able to untap and gain a lot of life.
Temple's not a bad way to close the turn out. There's a mountain. This looks like maybe a Crater's Closet is. We're going upstairs. That's 5. So Todd had better gain some life here. Treasure Cruise to draw.
He's got the tools to do that, that's for sure.
Yeah, it seems like it. Jeskai Ascendancy is where we'll start things. And now here's, excuse me, that was going to be Anticipate. It's a different card drawing spell. It'll be Treasure Cruise.
Why take one when you just take all of them?
I'm inclined to agree. Trigger Ascendancy here. Todd's hand's so good, he has to discard Anticipate. Now Treasure Cruise will resolve. Battlefield Forge, Raising Alarm, and good old Stoke the Flames. Can't forget now that Seeker of the Way does have lifelink, so there's a land. Here come the beatdowns. Gonna get to gain some life here. And should be out of harm's way now.
So it looks like Chaz had Crater's Claws in his hand this turn as well, and was hoping to go Claws You, untap Claws You. I think I would have preferred the first Claws to just go as Seeker of the Way, because there's, in my opinion, almost no chance that Todd can't do something. And once Todd gains some life here, then you're forced to do it the following turn. Now things are really out of control. Chaz at the time could have played maybe a slightly longer game, hoped to draw Stormbreath Dragon, something along those lines, but now he's just out of resources, and Todd's got quite a bit to work with.
And Chaz with no cards in hand, and as you mentioned, Todd has quite a few. He's going to start things by attacking with a Goblin token. He'll play his Dragonlord Ojutai and pass the turn back over to Tanner. Tanner will take a draw. Looks to be a Temple there. The Scry will put the top card to the bottom. Todd will show Stoke the Flames, and that'll do it. Todd Anderson's going to win game number 1 here over Chaz Tanner. Jeskai Token's up a game here over Red-Green Aggro. As we move right along to the sideboards, and we will start with Tanner and his Red-Green Aggro deck.
2 copies of Barrage of Boulders, 3 copies of Hornet Nest, a Sarkhan the Dragon Speaker, 3 copies of Xenagos the Reveler, 3 copies of Destructive Revelry, 3 copies of Wild Slash. I think Wild Slash is good in this matchup. It's not as good as it is typically against Jeskai Tokens, because Todd is not playing with Goblin Rabble Master, but still probably good enough against the Seeker of the Way and Soulfire Grandmaster. Chaz is probably anticipating here. There's some fringe option, like Hornet's Nest and Barrage of Boulders are okay here. They're a little low impact for my liking. I think Hornet Nest is okay to bring in, but definitely the Wild Slashes.
3 Disdainful Stroke, 2 Negate, an additional copy of Dragonlord Ojutai, 1 in Todd's main and 1 in his sideboard. An Elspeth Sun's Champion, 3 Seismic Rupture, 2 Glare of Heresy, 2 Valorous Stance, and a Narset Transcendent are the options for Anderson.
I think the extra copy of Dragonlord Ojutai is going to come in. I think the Elspeth will as well, and the 3 copies of Disdainful Stroke, because Chaz's deck is all about trying to get to powerful 4 and 5 mana plays. Valorous Stance, a pretty good answer to some of Chaz's larger threats. Also protects against the removal Todd can be anticipating.
Game number 2 going to be underway here in just a moment, though, if you've been watching the broadcast for a little while, first of all, we appreciate having you, but second of all, you've probably noticed the old kitty cats on our lapels. Here's the reason why. It's April kitten time.
The most adorable game night we've had so far, in my opinion. April is Kitten Month. You can get these tokens and pins by attending SCGNY, which is held at your local store. The stores have the luxury of running these tournaments however they want to, whatever format, sanctioned or not, just to get players in their store for fun and friendly casual play. Now it is too late to get signed up for April, obviously, but if you're looking to get signed up for May, I'll show you the May kit here momentarily. Some worker bees, those will be available in May, and you can head over to starseedgames.com/game night for more information. We've also got the June kit rolled up here as well. This is an easy way to get a laugh out of me. Just animals doing things.
Yeah.
So easy.
It's just good every time. You just can't control yourself.
For as curmudgeon-y as I am, man, this is just an easy way to get a chuckle out of me.
That's the soft spot, animals.
Animals with big eyes just doing human activities. That's easy. Although the kitten is very true to kitten form. It's playing with a ball that's, you know.
There's a hamster trapped to that ball.
Yeah. Well, it's not trapped. Usually you can get them out.
How?
There's like a lid. You open them up. My friends had them when they were kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I felt bad for that hamster.
No, it's not just trapped and suffocating in there. Eventually it gets out.
Okay, never mind. All right. See, I feel much better about things now.
StarSeedGames.com/game night. More information.
Well, there's no clarification.
Well, it's a pretty morbid visual otherwise. I don't know what else you're supposed to assume.
I never had a cat or a hamster in a ball. I had fish.
You had fish?
Yeah. Named
That's
after
tough.
Street Fighter characters.
Okay.
And I did not take care of them very well, so I did not have fish for long.
Yeah.
A learning experience.
Well, they also do nothing to produce an emotional connection with you, so that probably doesn't help either.
I just kind of liked that they were there.
Right.
While I was playing video games, I just had some fishies. But again, not for very long. Balrog lasted the longest.
As he often does. My Street Fighter 2 character of choice.
As I'm fully aware. You like a punch.
The lava spike of Street Fighter. Just one move. You only get punch. If you hit the kick button, it just punches a different way.
It's true. It's true. The lava spike of Street Fighter characters.
It's just great. He's my favorite.
I'm a big fan. I like them staying true too. No kicks allowed. Like, cause it'd be very easy for a boxer to throw a kick.
No, that flavor like that in fighting games is so great.
It's good game design.
It's great, and it's just great in all games, really.
Elvis Mystic gonna kick things off here. A Shivan Reef and a wild slash there from Anderson. He'll go down 19, but I'm sure he's happy to take a point to do that. Keep that man acceleration off the table. There's the mountain. There's Rattle Mystic. Does Todd have the answer for this as well? He does not. So Tanner can ramp into something here, or he can just attack for 2. It's got to be a sigh of relief for you, Todd.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're not looking to play against Thunderbreak regions and so forth, Ravel Masters. Todd is thrilled with an attack.
Anderson does have a 3rd land in the plains. Could deploy Jeskai Ascendancy right now if he'd like. He's just going to pass the turn back, maybe waiting on Anticipate.
Well, this is the power of Anticipate. Todd's not sure if he's going to be able to use this Valorous stance or not, but Anticipate allows him to say, well, I get to kill something if it shows up, and if not, I've got something to do. Before Anticipate, you'd be committing to one thing or the other.
There's a Temple from Tanner. He left his card on top. Anderson will take the moment now to Anticipate, and he'll take a Plains. So, he needed a land, now he's got a land. Todd will take a draw. Secure the waste. Looking to maybe make its Open Series debut. Here's Stormbreath Dragon. That might be a problem here.
That's what beat Todd before.
There is Secure the Waste.
He mentioned that this card just beat him up.
Bunch of warrior creatures placed on the battlefield, but those can't stop Stormbreath Dragon for numerous reasons.
Yeah, neither can those Valor stances in his hand. He can try to get to Ascendancy and race.
He can go Seeker the way and race as well. That's exactly what he's going to try to do. Pass that turn back. Tanner will take a draw. There is a forest off the top of the deck. Is this another Stormbreath Dragon? I think it might be. Looks like Chad's going to slow down a little bit. Going to go with Draconic Roar. Doesn't have to reveal a dragon because he has one in play. Now, Todd does have a copy of Valor stance that he can use defensively, but it doesn't look like he is going to.
Yeah.
Down to 8. There's the attack. The follow-up is, okay. Creator's Claws now, too. That is going to do just fine. Chaz Tanner going to win game number 2 here against Todd Anderson. Red, green, aggro, just got tokens, all tied up.
Stormbreath Dragon, I mean, Todd with a lot of answers in his hand, good stuff going on there, but protection from white and a flyer, something he couldn't overcome.
Pretty straightforward stuff there.
Simple game sometimes.
It really can be when playing the red-green aggro deck. Just some beatdowns in the air, some burn spells. Let's move on to the next one. Fortunately for Todd, he'll be on the play, which for Just Guy tokens still matters quite a bit.
Particularly in this matchup where it's all about, you know, once Todd gets to establish a board and keep Chaz's board clean, Chaz is in a lot of trouble. It's the first couple of turns of the game there where Chaz can find something big to ramp into, or games like that where Stormbreath Dragon is just something Todd can't answer where he's in trouble. But if Todd can keep Chaz's board under control here, especially in the early turns of the game, I think Todd's got a big advantage in the matchup.
Yeah, I do too. We are in Season 2. This is the first standalone event. Of course, we kicked Season 2 off last week at the Season 1 Invitational, and Joe Lissette did win that Standard Open. And for everyone who joined the Standard Open, well, they got a sweet playmat. And for all throughout Season 2, you can get one of these guys.
Yeah, it's our take on Savage Punch here with a penguin just kicking the crap out of that bear for some reason. And it's available to all Open Series competitors until May 23rd. You get this just for signing up for the event. So no extra money is required here. We don't mail to you after the fact. You get them on site. I've seen so many of them around the room today, and they're available until May 23rd.
I figured it'd be a good segue from Balrog to a punch.
Yep.
See? That's what we do.
That penguin jumping about as high as Balrog does in the video game.
Penguin needing a little assistance from the jetpack, too.
Yep. Little bit of a boost.
It's a real shame that Balrog isn't capable of jumping like at all.
No, that actually, all of his horrible drawbacks just make him really charming to me.
Okay.
Why can't he jump? Because he has no superpowers, because he's a boxer. Why can't he kick? Because he's a boxer. He only punches. Why is he so slow? He's just a boxer. The ring doesn't allow, you don't need to be a great sprinter to be able to box.
It's true. It all is just a perfect design of character.
I mean, the power level is an F, and it would be better. It would be better if he was maybe a little bit better.
He's pretty
but the
strong.
flavor is awesome.
If he hits you, he's pretty strong.
Yep. Against someone who's good, you just never get to hit them, though.
But if you're really good with Balrog, they never get to hit you.
I'm pretty good with Balrog, and I found that not to be the case.
You just keep him in the corner. There's no getting out of there. There is a Temple of Epiphany. Top card going to go to the bottom. Elvish Mystic going to put Todd right to the test. Does he have a Wild Slash? Doesn't look like he does, so just kick it over. Tanner will draw. There's a Rattleclaw. Here's a Temple. The acceleration is here in a big way.
Yeah, Todd was hoping for an attack there with the Elvish Mystic. Had Raise the Alarm at the ready, but Tanner with other ideas.
Anderson will take a draw. Island is what he's found.
And Stoke the Flame is a very important card for Todd here as well, because it means he has protection against Stormbreath Dragon, which is what did him in game 2.
Yeah, that's why you see him only attack with one soldier token. Place Whirling Outburst has the ability to convoke a Stoke the Flames. I mean, it's very clear that he has Stoke the Flames right now, but I still think that this is probably correct, because that extra point of damage isn't that big of a deal, but killing this probably is.
Yep, it's a big tempo swing. Now the coast is clear here for a big attack from Todd the next turn. All's going well.
Take a draw. Anticipates what he's found. There's land number 4. Here's an attack for 5. Pass it back Tanner's way. Tanner will draw. Land. Stormbreath Dragon. Is it time for the attack step? It is not. Stoke the Flame says it doesn't matter. See you later. Anderson will untap and draw. Whirling Outburst is what he's picked up. To go along with Anticipate over there as well. Everybody's coming in. Rattleclaw's going to trade with a Goblin token. 4 damage will come across. Tanner going to go down to 10. Let's make 3 more Goblins, says Anderson. We don't see this kind of draw from Jeskai tokens all that often, but this is a pretty nice one here.
You can see Chaz with Destructive Revelry in hand that he's brought in, hoping to be able to tag a copy of Ascendancy. It wouldn't surprise me if Todd's just removed it from his deck altogether.
Stoke the Flames number 3 is the draw. You saw Tanner last turn play Air of the Wilds. Those will be your blocks. 5 damage will come across. Sometimes going wide is very, very nice, which is what Anderson has done this game. There's a Mana Confluence, not tapping that for mana. Here's a Thunderbreak region, pass that turn back. Anticipate will allow Todd to take a look at the top 3. Select one of them. Wild Slash doesn't seem so bad. He'll take that.
Lethal Burn in hand.
Yep. Send that towards the Air of the Wilds. Anderson will draw, serve on in. We'll see a Stoke the Flames, I think, in just a moment here.
Maybe now, maybe during the upkeep.
Yeah. And Todd Anderson is going to win this game and match 2-1. Jeskai tokens will take care of Chaz Tanner and his red-green aggro deck for Todd. 6-1. Great start to another tournament here with Jeskai tokens.
You can see Chaz there.